Good boy, wait. Good morning everybody and welcome back to the weekend vlog. It's just me and the boy Bowie here. Happy as everything. So today, leave you there bud. So, started off on a lovely Saturday morning. It's probably about to rain, but it is what it is. We're gonna go and get into the review that I wanted to do since installing the Kartboy Shortshifter. Hey, you stay there for a sec, alright? Alright, so it's been about almost 1 week since we've had the Kartboy Shortshifter installed in the WRX, so I figured we'd start off the weekend vlog with a little review. So before I installed the Shortshifter last week, I did a small little review of the OEM shifter, so we're going to get into that first so you guys can see directly after what the Kartboy looks like. And basically, my thoughts between the two. Is it worth it? You'll find out. Let's go. Alright, window up. Beautiful. Let's get the aircon on just a little bit so we're not dying because it's friggin' hot today in Australia. Now, what I do notice in the WRX 5-speed is that first gear is probably the hardest gear to get into. It's a little bit annoying sometimes, like it just doesn't want to slide in through the synchro. Second is also a little bit notchy, I would say. So going from first to second, you can kind of feel like, I don't know how to explain it, like a little bit of a bump as you go into second. And let's get going. So we'll go first to second. You can see how long the throw is there. Second to third. Second to third's pretty decent in this car. I quite like it. Going back into second's not bad. It's usually just going back into first, and I think that's probably because it's a straight cut gear. So we'll go second to third, and then we'll go third to fourth. Third to fourth is a pretty good one. No complaints with that one there. Obviously, we've still got the long throw of the original WRX 5-speed. Downshifting into third is super nice. Now we'll downshift into second, it's not too bad. All right, downshift into fourth. We'll downshift into third. And we'll downshift into second. We'll do a pull into fifth. So it's not too bad. You know, the throw's not too long. It's okay, but it just leaves me wanting a bit more, which is why we did buy the Kartboy Shortshifter. So going to install that now, and let's do a comparison between the old shifter and the Kartboy. All right, we are back. Let's get it started. Now, we all know the OEM WRX shifter is not all that short, but it's not all too long. It's not bad. I'm pretty lucky to have just over 100,000 kilometers on the car, so the shifter bushings are still very good and quite tight, so there wasn't any need to change those over. However, it is an option from Kartboy to do that. I know it would take a lot longer as you have to get under the car, but the Kartboy Shortshifter reduces your shifts by about 40%. And boy, oh boy, I tell you what, 40% makes a huge difference. It is very smooth. It feels more, I would say it feels more precise. It feels easier to get in gear, and I feel like you kind of, it's easier to know where the gear is, if that makes sense. So I'm just kind of putting around the street right now between second and third. We'll get onto the highway so we can do a nice pull for you guys. We buy these WRXs, we buy all these performance cars to get the feel of, you know, being able to drive fast, being able to drive around corners, and just have that fun and have that driver experience. And this mod does exactly that. It gives you an enhanced driver experience. Very smooth, very fun on the highway. Like, I know I'm building this up quite a bit, but it's such a great mod, honestly. I wish I did this when I first got the car. I wish this wasn't one of my last mods that I've done to this car, because honestly, it's easy to do. It's cheap enough. It only cost me, I think, about 160 bucks plus shipping, and it just enhances the driver experience. It feels great. It feels great on shifting up. It feels great on downshiffting. There's not much more I could say about it. It just makes it feel a bit more like a race car. And at the end of the day, us car boys, that's all we're trying to do. Just like that. Short, precise, crisp. Honestly, boys, if you're thinking about buying a Shortshifter and you don't know how to install one, just watch my previous video. It's about 6.5 minutes long. I get straight to the point with the install. You should be able to follow that along pretty easily. You can do it with just one person. Alrighty guys, let's get back to the weekend vlog. Thank you very much for watching. Alright, so usually Saturday morning is spent doing some dad things. So this morning was fixing this whippersnipper. Didn't think that I had an issue with it, but turns out it was a spark plug, so we cleaned that up. Bit of good old WD-40. So we've done a bit of weeding and we've done the whippersnippering, so we need to do a bit of blowing, get all these leaves out the road. Treating myself the other day to one of these new Ryobi 1 Plus blowers, just electric, so runs off the same battery as your electric drill, so that's cool. We can get a few more of those tools. Probably looking at like getting like a hedge trimmer, because those are getting out of control, and you know, all the typical dad stuff. So let's get this yard under control. All good, all happy, Bowie. Now you can do some craps and some nice, clean, freshly mowed grass. Well, yesterday wasn't too flash. The weather was pretty crap and it was very windy at the beach, so we really couldn't film much of Bowie. But it's Sunday morning. It's a beautiful Sunday morning. It's not raining, and Alicia and I both have not had a day off for quite some time, so we're gonna go get some brekkie. Yes, we're gonna get some brekkie and just enjoy the day. So not too much to film for you guys, but you know, just a little update to the vlog. So we're just we're big chilling. Alright boys, we just had a bit of breakfast. It was delicious, but just checked the surf cam and it seems like the surf's up. And oh, hey Bowie, where you going? What are you doing out here? Surf cam looks like it's really pumping at the moment. So we've just got the longboard in the WRX. Alicia's got to squeeze in here. Good luck, Alicia. But hey, she fits. She fits, Bowie. Hey, what do you have to say to that, mate? Hey. So hopefully Alicia can get a couple of shots of me surfing. That'd be cool. If not, it is what it is. Sorry, but see you there. finishing off the vlog on a Sunday afternoon, taking Bowie for a walk. He's been on a few walks this weekend. Apologise that the vlog wasn't too long, but hey, if you stayed this far, really appreciate you. And make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And I'll be out next week with a brand new video. But yes, in short, that Shortshifter is definitely worth it, guys. 100% go get yourself one. Thank you all so much for watching. See you in the next video. Ready to race to you. These days are on.